Well, it's time to bring it on with some of the email questions you've sent in. Pat, this first one is from a viewer who says, when my daughter turned 16, she got an after-school job. Within a few months, her boss seduced her. He was 34 and married with 2 kids and another on the way. He claimed to be a Christian. My daughter ran away to be with him. He divorced his wife. He and my daughter lived together 4 or 5 years and then married. He's a preacher now. Do you think God recognizes their marriage and his ministry?
No, I think that, first of all, he broke the law. That's child to
Really?
have sex with a 16-year-old. It depends on where the state is, but that could get you in jail just there. The fact that he's married, has children, and then begins to seduce the child, that's adultery. The marriage is based on adultery. It's based on deception, and for him to be preaching the gospel, in my opinion, is the worst kind of blasphemy. That guy ought to get himself right with God, and I mean, what a mess.
What a mess
we see
indeed.
this today, though. I mean, you know, he's controlled by his base instincts. He sees a young girl, 16, and she's appealing, physically attractive, and his wife maybe is just pregnant or something, doesn't look too attractive, so he goes for the 16-year-old, and his lusts get the better of him. I mean, you know, there'll be a price they'll pay. I don't know when or how, but the Lord will exact a price from that. All right.
This is Jane, who says, I saw the testimony of the woman whose face was healed on Thursday's show. She said God healed her because he loves her. Does that mean if God doesn't heal you, he doesn't love you?
No, it really doesn't mean any such thing, and we've got to be very careful. Look, why are people not healed? Is it because there's sin in their life? Is it because they don't have faith? Is it because it isn't quite time? I really don't know. I remember Catherine Kuhlman said, when I find out the answer, I'll ask God what the answer is when I get to heaven. But she didn't know, and I don't know, and the rest of us don't know why some people get healed and others don't. There are many, many reasons, but it certainly doesn't mean God doesn't love you just because you weren't healed. All right.
Okay, Pat, this is from Billy, who says, greetings, Pat. I was saved when I was 7 years old and filled with the Spirit. My question is, I, like most Christians, am appalled at what's happening in this world and wish the Lord would come and take us out of here. My wife and I live separate from the junk in this world and attend church regularly. I watch the 700 Club daily and support quite well. On June 4th, you said we have to stand up and make our voice heard. But how do we do that? We're here in this podunk town we live in and have no way to make our opinion known. I think the silent majority would be more vocal if they just knew how.
You can make yourself effective. You know, the political system is divided up, I think, 174,000 things that are called precincts. They're neighborhoods. The precinct is the foundation of the political system. And you look at somebody like Bill Clinton. Where was his home? Hope, Arkansas. Well, you've got another guy running for president who's also from Hope, a little town in Arkansas. You see, I'm in this podunk town. Well, there's somebody there who begins in the political system, in the precinct system. He begins to work in a party. He begins to be informed of the issues. With the internet the way it is now, you can blog and get your opinions across the world. All you have to do is start typing something on a computer and bang, out it goes. There are so many ways that the views are being disseminated. So how do you voice? Start speaking out on the things that upset you, and then there'll be a lot of people that will attack you, and then you'll sharpen your rhetoric. But that's how you do it. I mean, there's plenty of ways, but for effective political action, get involved in the precinct system and move up. And you'll find that there's a huge vacuum of inertia in the political process, and a small group of activist people can have enormous influence if they just exert themselves. All right.
This is Melanie, who says, I was wondering what your view is on aliens. Where do they come from, and what does the Bible say about it?
The only aliens I know of are demons, or they're angels. They're fallen angels. I don't believe that we have alien visitations. There are whole programs about aliens who came to give help to the Hopi Indians or to the whoever, you know. And you've got various glyphs, and they look at those their runways in Peru for the alien crafts to land in. I mean, they're very intriguing stories, but it's all a bunch of baloney. All right.
That's all the time we have for today.
All right.
But thank you for your questions.